Be honest with me. Are you feeling overwhelmed with everything that you're trying to do? And are you feeling guilty about not taking time off? Because this is about how do you design your business so you can live the life that you really want. And it's exactly why I put Derek Sivers' quote in the start of my book, Craving the Truth. And that is, if it were just more information we needed, we'd all be billionaires with perfect abs. And that's why I want to have this right now. I want you to sit down with us as we're taking some time out of our day, being able to have it. Well, I'm having a tea. Josh is having a coffee because he's a big man, and we're being able to figure out how do we best operate as an entrepreneur, because I want you to best operate as the entrepreneur as you are, so you build the business, you build the life that you love. As it really came to an apex for myself when I walked into a mastermind with 7 and 8 figure entrepreneurs, one of the key metrics they were focusing on was free days. And I absolutely love this because it was a free day defined by a day where you are not working, you're not trying to study on your business, nothing to do with your business. You're being able to separate yourself. And for me, when I had to actually answer, it was a big fat 0 in there. I was not having any free days whatsoever, and actually, to be honest, for years as well, and it was causing me to burn out. I wasn't being the best entrepreneur, I wasn't getting the best work done. And yes, there is a big hustle and grind mentality that's out there right now. Yes, you have to work hard, but you've got to work smart, because if we're not working smart, then we're not producing the best work, and that's the exact same for you. And that's why right now today, Josh, which is our strategy assassin inside the Coach's Cartel company, we're having to take some time out right now because we've been working all morning, and all work and no play makes Chris and Josh a dull boy.
Yeah, I mean, like honestly, it's fun, especially nowadays in this industry. Instagram, YouTube, whatever, team no sleep, hashtag 4 a.m. club,
Yeah,
whatever.
hashtag no days off.
No days off.
Yeah.
You know, like the training and business too. It's hard, but it's almost backwards because I'm still guilty of this. I would just work myself in the gone till dusk if I didn't have my girlfriend. Beautiful Alyssa, shout out to you. Thank you for saving my life. I would literally have no life because we're driven about what we're building, right? You're an entrepreneur and you're your own boss, and nobody's gonna do your work for you. So therefore, the logic is day in, day out, no days off. You need to hustle to get shit done, right? But reality is, like, especially for me personally, it's a cycle. Every week, every 2 weeks, if I don't take that time off, like those 3 days, and I don't compartmentalize my time, I go through like a 3-day stint where I get nothing done. I get depressed. I don't want to get out of bed, and it's like, you can only do it for so long.
And that's why I think Tim Ferriss put it so perfectly. Busyness is a form of laziness, and that's the thing. It's like Parkinson's law. A job will really continue and expand itself out to the time that it's given, and that's where you need to be smarter about. And that's why I see like the work-life balance between the two. It's a myth. There is no real balance to trying to. It's just one thing. It's life. And yes, you have to see it in the way I like to see it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not perfect. This is kind of the way I view it right now. It's things in seasons. You might be in the season right now where you are working, do you know what I mean, 12, 16-hour days, and that's awesome. Embrace that, but also understand that there's got to be a bit of a calendar, a bit of a hedonic calendar, the way you can actually structure things out, because if you're trying to work hard all day, every day, 365, it's not going to be great. You're not going to produce the best work, and that's where you've got to realize as well, like, how do you actually structure your day, your weeks, your months, your years, so you're doing the best work as well? For me, I'm more of a morning person, do you know what I mean? I'm like pathetic in the afternoons when it comes to trying to work. I'm just no good for myself.
You go to the gym,
Exactly. What do you like?
Well, it's like, it depends. Like for me, I know I'm most creative like in the evening for writing like creative stuff. But if I'm doing calls or technical work and stuff like that, first thing in the morning. But like what I basically come to do is because I'm in a relationship as well, right? I have to basically just say, okay, 5 to 10 in the morning. That's my time where I'm allowed to get stuff done. That's when I'm allowed to work.
Okay, that's a really good point as well. And actually, I want to give Vince Del Monte said something in an episode that we recently did, which is really cool. His wife said, like, you have only these times to operate in, because if you can't get your business done in those times, you're not as smart as you think. And I was like, oh my God, that was brilliant. When he said that, like, if you can't use these times you got to build the business you want, you're not as smart as you think. I was like, light bulb went off for me. I was like, yeah, because, do you know what I mean? Like, me, I'm a dad, and I need to go, right, I have a finite amount of hours for me to be able to, I need to be a dad right now, and I don't want to be a dad thinking about work, because I've done that before, and that's a real bad point in me. Do you know what I mean? That was me being a bad dad. Because when I'm businessman, I'm businessman. When I'm dad, I'm a dad. When I'm a husband, I'm a husband. When I'm a friend, I'm a friend. When I'm playing, when I'm training, I'm training. And that's where you need to be able to structure your days right now. And that's where in an upcoming episode, we'll go through what our morning routines are like. We'll go through how do we actually structure our days, our weeks, and our year as well. So you can kind of go, big rock, what do you need to be able to do? Then what are the pebbles and what are the sand that you need to piece in? So it's really easy for you.
Yeah. Well, one of the biggest things for me is like actually just structuring it out specifically. Like we actually have worksheets that we use, right? It's structured, plan out your week, plan out your day, time block everything. And honestly, I liken this stuff to overtraining, right? Like there's these periods of training, right? Where like with your physique, you push hard, 2-3 weeks, go, pedal to the metal, right? But then you need to deload.
You need some super compensation.
A week or two off, right? Or in reduced volume to get other balance in your life, ramp up your parasympathetic nervous system, all that stuff, but to actually cover, and then you can go hard again. So it's literally a perfect analogy for what we're talking about right now, and how I always have to remind myself, because it's hard, especially when you're so passionate about what you're doing, or when you're first starting, you feel like you're almost desperate, but you have to keep it cool. You have to stick to the structure. As long as you stick to your structure and just follow the plan that you created for yourself in the first place, then you're fine. So it's helped me the most.
All right, let's have one crack at it, Cheese. What would be the one action you want the viewer right now to pull the trigger on to better structure their business and their life?
Well, the one thing for me was basically to categorize the week. So there's so many different things that you have to get done in your own business, or depending on what business you have, if you're a trainer, whatever area, right? There's different categories we have to do. There's sales, there's content, there's marketing, there's administration stuff, all these different things, right? And if you try to get a little bit of that done every single day, you're gonna fail.
So, I tried that. Just failed miserably.
Because you wake up every day and okay, I have to manage my marketing, I have to do this, that, and whatever. So the biggest thing for me, and I think the biggest action for you guys, and we'll get into detail this later, I think, was to take a look at your week as a whole and put different categories in different days, so that every single week you have the same structure. So Mondays, Tuesdays might just be sales, right? So you're just doing sales calls, or you're just processing payments, whatever your business is, right? And the next day could be batching content, right? And then the next day could be managing your marketing, setting up new ads, reviewing, whatever it is. But compartmentalizing things in the course of the week, game changer for me, especially because I have to write content and stuff like that. I can't get up every day and try to write like 20 minutes of content and then go do the rest.
Trying to do too many different tasks.
I need like 4 hours, just dedicate that. Sweet, I'm done. Like I know that I've done what I need to do for the day. Because otherwise you're left feeling at the end of the day like you haven't done enough. At least, for me, I'm sure it's the same thing for you.
Totally.
So.
Because the reason we actually wanted to shoot this today is I had a recent question from a member, and it was Preston. He was like, totally overwhelmed. I'm not sure what I should be doing. I'm sitting down pretty much with like a blank screen looking at me, and he's just not being productive. And my advice to him was, go for a walk. Clear your mind first up, get away, kind of de-stress. Walking for me has always done it, so I was like, go for a walk, come back and write the 3 most important things that you must get done by the end of the week. Work on the top one right now, turn everything else off. Social media gets turned off, every other notification service gets turned off, and only work on that project until it is actually done. Because once you tick that biggest action off, then you're going to be able to then focus on the next thing. But you have not earned the right to then move on until you've actually achieved that first thing. And obviously, if you want to go deeper into that, then I highly recommend the book, The One Thing, because that's really going to show you the importance of being able to do that. And since I implemented that system into my businesses, I've seen things become so much easier, because you're not trying to do 101 different things. You can just got to do the one key critical thing that's going to have the best results flowing on from there as well. Any questions whatsoever at all, do make sure you comment below. We want to produce this for you. We want to make sure that we're giving you the answers to the questions that you have. So comment below and we'll personally jump in and answer them for you.
Now Now, this is where I want to make sure that you get the most out of being here, and I want to hear from you. So if you've enjoyed this episode, click like, and to make sure I can send you the new episodes each and every week, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Also, I really want to make sure that I'm giving you exactly what you need. So comment below. I want to know what you're going to take away from this episode. And the best conversations after every episode always happen in the Breaking Success Tribe. I'll pop a link below for you to join the free group so you get access to the guides, the live streams. I'm in there answering your questions personally each and every day. Plus you get all the episodes as well. So thank you so much for being here and joining us. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in the next episode.